The 4C-ID model of curriculum design was first developed in the early 1990s by the Dutch professor Van Meerenboer. The model was developed in response to his research that people learn complex tasks differently than simple tasks. He determined that 4 components best help students arrive at complex learning goals: learning tasks, supportive information, just-in-time information, and part task practice. By creating lessons that use these 4 components, teachers can help students grasp more difficult material. The purpose of this model is for students to complete a series of problem-based tasks. The tasks are arranged according to their difficulty, and the learner gains competence and skills along the way, so that they are able to solve more and more complex problems until they arrive at the learning goal. Learning tasks are concrete, authentic experiences that require students to encounter all of the skills they will need to complete the learning. An example might be a student playing a video game. In this step, they should be completing activities that will require them to use the skills, not just reading or studying information. While engaging in learning tasks, students are able to draw conclusions about the concrete experiences in which they are engaging. Additionally, learning tasks help students build familiarity with the steps needed to complete the activity. Supportive information is a component of the instruction model that connects prior knowledge to the current learning task. Activities included in supportive information may allow students to create mental models or analyze the effectiveness of other students' strategies. The supportive information component is designed to help students problem-solve non-reoccurring parts of the skill. An example of supportive information might be athletes watching videotape of their upcoming opponents before a game. Just-in-time information allows students to build procedural knowledge. It is a component of instruction that delivers step-by-step directions to help students understand the rules of the task. An example of just-in-time information might be if you are engaging in computer programming and you learn the steps to create a program, or a basketball player learning a new play. The final component of the 4C-ID model is part task practice. Part task practice requires students to strengthen their procedural knowledge. An example might be drilling students on their multiplication facts. The purpose of this component is to ensure that students are able to do some parts of the complex learning automatically, leaving them able to think critically about the rest of the problem. In order to implement this model, teachers would have to plan extremely purposefully to integrate all of the components. While it was difficult to find a specific example of how this model has been implemented, it is clear that educators would have to design a series of lessons that utilize the 4 components over time. However, this model is student-centered in that the responsibility for learning ultimately rests with them.